guys. Today I'm going to be doing what so many people have been requesting me to do literally since I started doing makeup, which is take off my makeup. I feel like the look is very Andy Warthog. Alright, well, let's go downstairs and I'll show you guys how I take off my makeup. Ready? Okay, well, anybody knows that the best place to take off your makeup is in a bathtub. So that's what we're going to do today. I've put on my most sensible bathing suit. And we are going to take off my makeup. Yay! We're actually going to start by putting together some stuff before we actually put it on our face. So take some peanut butter. Smells so good. And you're just going to take a huge glob. You're going to put it in a bowl. You're going to mix it around a little bit. Then you're going to add honey, because honey is really sweet and that's good for your skin and it smells really good. So you're just going to pour in a bunch of honey, just like 2 or 3 bees' lives worth of honey, you know? We're going to stir. Cool. Here is where I add my favorite ingredient, cinnamon. It's really good exfoliant. And again, it smells really good, so you're just gonna... Great, so now that this is done, we're just gonna put it aside so it can cure. That's chemistry, before it needs to sit. So while I set up, I figured I would talk a little bit about some drama that I've been through since my last video. I know a lot of you have heard about some of the stuff that's happened, but I felt like I needed to tell you my side of the story. So some of my loyal followers know that I was previously in a relationship with a man named Chet. We're not together anymore. It's really hard to talk about. But, you know, he's a great guy, nothing against him, and I hope that we find him because, as a lot of you know, he's been a missing person for a couple of weeks now. I hope they at least find a body. Not that I think he's dead, and I wouldn't know, but... So I would just like to be able to be real with you guys because, I have a lot of respect for Chet as a person. We weren't what we needed for each other, you know? So it all actually starts last November. Chet and I were dating, and his ex-girlfriend posted something on Facebook that he liked. I know, ladies, I should have left him right then and there. You know, I trusted him, and I shouldn't have, but I did. And I asked him at the time, does she still mean anything to you? And he said, no, of course not, babe, but now I know that that was a lie. Oh my god, look how much makeup I've already taken off. It's like my face. So now that that peanut butter mask is set for a little bit, I'm going to put it on my face. So anyway, he says that she means nothing to him, and I believed him like an idiot. You know, months go by, and I see a car that looks like hers at the mall one day. The mall near my house where Chet lives. So I knew that he was lying to me and that they were still involved, because why else would she be at that mall, right? So let me explain something about the difference between a misdemeanor and a felony. When you vandalize another person's private property, like their car, that charge can either be a misdemeanor or a felony, depending on the amount of damage. So when I set fire to his ex-girlfriend's car, actually what I later found out to be just another person's car that looked like her car, I caused more than $500 worth of damage, which makes it a felony. I'm charged with a Class A felony, but it was totally justified, ladies, am I right? But anyway, Chet picked me up. He paid bail, which was really nice, and it's an outstanding court date, so we're gonna be fighting it for a couple of months. But Chet was really great about it. Even if he had been with his girlfriend that day, he forgave me for damaging her or someone else's car, and he really proved his loyalty. So I decided that I didn't want to go to the hearing because it was a stupid charge since it was completely warranted because I thought my boyfriend was cheating on me with a girl who had a very similar car to that. So I didn't go to a hearing, and then there was a warrant out for my arrest since I allegedly skipped bail. So I decided to go on run, which honestly any rational person would do if they were in my position. So now I'm going to wash off the peanut butter, honey, and cinnamon mixture. Chet goes with me while I try to leave the state, and then there's about a 5-hour car chase that ensues, and I made it as far as South Carolina before I got caught, which to me feels like an accomplishment. Chet was disappointed in me that we hadn't made it as far as Georgia. He really wanted to go to Atlanta because he thought that it was the lost city of Atlantis. So when I'm released from jail that night, Chet is so mad because we didn't make it all the way to Atlanta that we just got in this huge fight. And it was so hard because I'd been through so much with him, you know, and I did it all because I loved him. But he leaves for Atlanta without me, and I came back home, and I've been here. I'm going to do this exfoliant, which is made out of the dismembered parts of fire ants and bat poop. Really recommend. Everybody's doing it. I am here at home, and I'm sad, and one day, who shows up at my door but Chet? And he went to Atlanta, and it wasn't what he thought, so he came back for me, and we were together for a couple of days. So this is where things start to get a little crazy. So Chet lives at my house for a couple of days, and he starts to spend a lot of time with my mom, older sister, who is 43. She's from a different marriage. She is, you know, spending a lot of time with Chet, and it's starting to make me a little bit jealous. And like, I'm not a jealous person. Like, really, I'm the most chill person you will ever meet. But it was starting to make me uncomfortable. So I told Chet that I didn't really want her to talk to him anymore, or him to talk to her anymore. So now I'm gonna put on this thing called witch hazel, which is the sweat from a witch. So that's really cool. Just gonna pour some out onto my hand. Gonna put it on my face. Oh, it smells so good. So Chet and my sister are getting close. I don't like it. And one day I walk in on them laying Barbies together, and it was really weird because they had a family together. It was a lesbian couple. They had 3 children, and Chet told me that he never wanted to have kids with me. So you can understand why I got really upset. So next I'm going to put on some Vaseline. It's really, really good for your skin and your lips, and I recommend. So this is technically a lip balm. You know, I start on my lips, and then I work my way down. And I really recommend that you do this, especially under your eyes, and work your way down. So I was understandably really hurt by this, and I got into a big fight with Chet because, like, what? And he was like, oh, you know, what I have with her is nothing, what I have with you is so important. And, you know, honestly, at this point, I was just done with the lies. So I kicked him out of my house. We didn't talk for a couple of days, and I was really sad the whole time. But I knew that he wasn't good for me, you know? I just knew that somewhere out there was another person who would play Barbies with me and want to have children with me in the Barbie game. We met up, and we went to a party. While we were there, I pulled out my phone and texted him as he was standing right next to me. I texted him, "We're done." Now I'm gonna put some baby powder on my face because it's really good for you. Ever since then, you know, I've had moments where I really missed him, but I feel so empowered by the way that I ended things. I'm a strong woman. I did it while he was standing there in the room, you know? My life has honestly just gotten better since we broke up. So to all my ladies out there who are unhappy in their relationship because they're not being treated the way that they deserve to be treated, you tell your man exactly what I told mine to his face through the phone. We are done. But careful if you're saying we're done, make sure you put that apostrophe in there because I didn't, and that was very confusing for Chad. So this is me. This is who I really am. And you know what? I am proud when I look in the mirror and I see this strong woman. Sorry, there's some peanut butter. I see this strong woman in front of me. Chet means nothing in comparison to how wonderful I am. That is the biggest lesson that you can learn, ladies. To love yourself when men don't treat you right. Anyway, that's it for my video. After you do this, you'll have baby soft skin. So I really recommend, ladies, every single night you should be doing this to your face. Subscribe for more content. I'll upload videos whenever I feel like it. I'm so quirky. So yeah.